In a late-night vote, the Arizona Senate approved a $9.8 billion budget package, including a contentious program that will let the state's public universities borrow up to $1 billion for new buildings and maintenance. The House also approved the university bonding measure. But the big issue this year, teacher pay raises, and our political editor, Dennis Welch, is in the newsroom to tell us if teachers got what they wanted. That's always the big question, Dennis.
Well, Nicole, yes and no. Now, we saw a lot of protests from teachers at the Capitol this year. They were putting a lot of pressure on lawmakers down there to boost their pay here in Arizona, which ranks really among or at the bottom here in the country when it comes to K-12 pay and their teachers. But you might be surprised what Republicans are now saying ended up costing teachers what they really wanted.
State lawmakers did decide to give teachers a pay raise. It was a 2% pay raise, more than what the governor had originally proposed, but less than what they wanted. There was also $8 million for a new kindergarten and early literacy program and $64 million for new school construction. Republicans called this a home run for education, but Democrats, they didn't see it that way. They voted against every education bill, including the teacher pay raise, saying it wasn't enough. House Speaker J.D. Mesnar today told us that it was a voter-approved mandate in November that boosted the minimum wage that ended up costing teachers the 4% pay raise they wanted. But the top-ranking Democrat in the House disagreed.
There were other items competing for our dollars and cents in this budget. The DD population, as a result of the minimum wage increase, that was a big chunk of the budget that, had it not been for the minimum wage, we could have allocated towards teacher salaries. So there was a lot in there to be proud of, but also a lot of important items that were competing for dollars.
And just on that note, I think it was the minimum wage that exposed the fact that we have been underfunding the providers and the DD system for a decade.
They have been wrapped up, but that doesn't mean lawmakers are going home just yet. They still have a few bills to finish and run through next week, and they do hope to wrap it up for the year sometime early next week. In the newsroom, Dennis Welch, 3TV.